Hi, it's Janet and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this Patriotic card. There's lots of layers in this card, but all of them are made with Cricut die cuts. So once you get the cuts done, it'll take you about 5 minutes to put it together. So come along with me and I'll show you how to make this card for yourself. So I know it's kind of strange to have a patriotic card this time of year, but as it happens, someone in my office is becoming a U.S. citizen and I wanted to give him something special to commemorate it. Now this card is made on a 5x7 craft cardstock base and it's got a blue mat along with this large craft star. The points on the star are just accenting pieces of paper to kind of give it a 3D look. And then on top of that we're going to put a silver star on a blue mat. Down at the bottom we have the red tag, which will be secured with a red brad here. And the final touch is going to be this red ribbon, which will wrap around the blue base and then be all secured. So to get this project started, I'm first going to apply these pieces of cardstock which coordinate nicely with the craft color in the main star. And what this does is gives the star a little bit more dimension, almost the illusion of having sides to the star. It certainly is much more interesting to look at than just a plain star with nothing else on it. And I'm attaching this using my go-to glue, which is Scotch Quick Dry Adhesive. Next, I'm going to attach the silver star to the blue star card base. Now this star is made out of silver glitter paper, and I'm going to attach it to the blue star mat with this foam tape. Now this is Scotch double-sided foam tape. It's relatively thin, but it does give it a little bit of lift, which is what I'm looking for, just something to create a little bit more interest. Once I've got the Scotch tape applied, then I can start peeling off the backing paper, and then I can put it on top of the blue star mat. And that again gives it a nice little bit of lift. The next step will be to put it on this star, and I will again use some foam tape to do that. It will adhere the star in place, but it will also again give it yet more dimension, which is always a good thing. Now when you place this on the star, you can use as a guide for straightness those little points that we added on cardstock. If those points match the point of your blue star, you know that you're going to be straight. So that's a great tip for making sure that you have it placed exactly right. There we go. All right, now we can move on to putting the red ribbon around the blue mat. And I'm going to do that by creating a simple knotted bow with two separate pieces of red ribbon. And this gives the look of kind of a simple, messy knotted bow. I'm going to place it so that that bow is toward the bottom of my mat. And the reason is that then it'll be out of the way when I place the star on the top part. I also like to use some adhesive on each end of a ribbon like this. That way I can control exactly where it goes. And also I save quite a bit of ribbon because I'm not using ribbon all the way around the mat, just around the edges. And anytime I can save the money on, the amount of ribbon I'm using, it's always a good thing. So once that's in place, then I can go ahead and attach this mat to the card base. And I'm applying my Scotch ATG gun adhesive here, and then that can go on my mat. Now I want to make sure that the mat is centered as much as you can, and just look around the edges to see that it's got a kind of a similar amount of that craft edging all the way around. And there you have it. It's all attached and ready for my star and for my tag. So at this point I want to attach my tag, but unfortunately I didn't think ahead very far. I needed to attach that tag with a brad, and of course I glued my card base together with my mat. So I had to loosen that up and then punch a hole through so I could get my red brad through there, which I'm doing here. And you can see that I was able to just get underneath far enough to get that accomplished. Once I did that, I could push the mat back down and it was adhered just fine. So I'm just about done with this card now. I've applied the two-sided foam tape to the large star and I'm peeling off these backing papers. Once that's done, I can apply it to the card base. Now one point of the star needs to be straight up, and the other 2 points on the left and right need to overlap both the ribbon and the blue mat. And once that's secured, I also put a little bit of glue underneath that USA tag just to make sure that it would stick and not move around as well. And there you have it. I think it really turned out great, and I really hope you enjoyed seeing this card be put together. Thanks for joining me today, and if you liked this video, do me a huge favor and subscribe to my channel so that you can get notified about future projects. I really look forward to working with you again, and until next time, keep crafting!